The views and opinions expressed in this broadcast do not necessarily reflect or represent the views and opinions of WBGR Network. Any questions or concerns about what is said should be directed to the show host, whose information will be provided upon request.
Twist. It's a sexy lady who walks around without being shady, who knows her values, who's gone through trials. Her smiles are captured from mouth to mouth. It's not the size of her thighs she worries about, but the pride she thrives to keep that drive. That cinnamon twist. That cinnamon twist. That cinnamon twist. Ladies, can you feel me? That cinnamon twist. That cinnamon twist. That cinnamon twist.
Hey, it is your girl Tasha, known to the world as the Tasha Carpenter. But everybody calls me your girl Tasha because when you hang with me, what? It is like you are hanging with your girl. And guys, I'm excited today. Look, I look crazy. I'm trying to get one of the guests set up so that we could get this watch party on her page. But while you doing this, you make sure that you hit share and you hit invite. Share and invite. Show me some love. Share and invite. Share and invite. Drop in the comments so I can recognize you and say hello to you and everything, right? But we are on here today, and we have a returning guest. We got to open this thing up. We're going to just open it up before I say her name. Look at the returning guest. This beautiful. Today she came in the studio looking sexy, y'all. She looking so sexy. I told her I was going to have her stand up on this desk because if you see how she look with these legs and these boots that she got on today, OMG, Dr. Brenda Bradley, PhD, is hanging with your girl Tasha.
Hello.
And she brought a wonderful guest in the studio too, Miss Paula Kinard.
Hello.
And they are here to share about, we're not talking vegan today. We're talking about the power of essential oils, guys. And let me tell you, it's smelling good up in here. But for those of you who haven't seen her before, I'm going to allow her to introduce herself and tell you a little bit about her and why she is the subject matter expert on how you can get healthy.
Hi, everyone. You're talking about me, right?
I am.
Hi, everyone. This is Dr. Brenda Bradley, your certified integrative nutrition health coach. As Tasha mentioned, we're not going to talk about veganism or plant-based. Well, we're kind of sort of going to talk about plant-based because that's where essential oils come from. But I'm just enjoying being a returning guest, and I look forward to being here time and time again, only to bring more natural and healthy solution to those of you all that are in search and looking for healthier options. So again, thank you, Tasha.
All right, and over here, she's tapping her thigh because she's just nervous, but it's okay. It's her first time ever being on TV, okay? So go ahead and introduce yourself, sweetheart.
Hi, my name is Paula Kinard, and I'm so glad to be on this journey. And when I met Dr. Bradley, I knew that my life was going to change. I call her Black Girl Magic.
Black Girl Magic, wow.
All right now. So, this is all new for me.
Okay.
Because before the show, she was like, Tasha, you know about essential oils already. I said, no, all I know is that you sent me some lemon stuff to use during the 21-day vegan challenge where I learned I was vegan-ish for me to put in hot water, and I accidentally put an extra drop in it, and I thought I was drinking some Cavassier when it went down. So tell us, what are essential oils and what's involved with it? Why are they so good besides smelling up the studio?
Okay. Well, let me tell you how I got involved with these essential oils.
Okay.
So, my daughter, she was working overseas, and actually she was on vacation, and she called me while she was on vacation, and she called me real early in the morning. It kind of made me very nervous. I was kind of, scared to pick up the phone. So when I answered the phone, she said, "Mom, it's not that call. I'm calling you because I got something to tell you. You're not going to believe it." And what she told me was during the time while she was there, her cycle started, her monthly friend. So she, I'm sorry.
No.
And so during that time, whenever her monthly cycle would start, she had really, really bad cramps. And so she called to tell me that a lady had introduced her to an essential oil and told her that she could help stop her cramps. And so when the lady put the oil on, told her to put the oil on her stomach, my daughter told me within 5 minutes her cramps stopped. Now that was all I needed to hear, because my daughter has been dealing with these issues since having her cycle. So for her to grow up and become an adult, move, and then all the way overseas, and then call me and said that there was an oil. That's all she needed, was an oil to put on her stomach to stop the cramps. So what I did was I started to research these oils and study these oils, because I really needed to know, what is an essential oil? How is this oil working? How was it able to work so quickly and to help my daughter? So for some time I started to study these oils. I looked at even companies that was out there. I did a lot of research. And then when I finally picked a company that I will speak about very briefly, it was because of their methodology, what they were doing, how they were extracting the oil and making sure that these oils was 100% pure. So I didn't say anything to anyone. I started using these oils because I totally believe in being a product of the product. And so I used these oils, and I was just blown away. I suffered with anxiety. I also have very sensitive skin as well. And so I started using them, and then I started using them for other reasons too. And then after some time, I was totally convinced, and then I started to introduce them as a service that I provide. Okay. So what is an essential oil? An essential oil is basically these natural aromatic compounds that are coming from the stem, the bark, the root of trees and plants and things of that nature. They are very safe and very effective. And one of the reasons why I decided to go with this particular company is, again, because of the methodology. They were sourcing these oils from over 40 countries. And if you know anything about the climate, the soil and all of that, you want to make sure that you're getting an oil from where, it's known to grow. So with that, and then to understand that you should never burn an oil, I was blown away, because I thought that when I was in the stores and I would see all these oils on the counters and stuff like that, I never would really touch the oils, because I really didn't know how to use them, and I didn't want to burn it because I didn't want to do that. But to find out that you should never burn an oil, that really blew me away. So when I started using them, like I said, and they worked for me, I started going out and talking about these particular oils.
Okay.
And helping people to understand these oils.
So we have Darlene Akers saying, hello, Dr. Bradley. We have Andre Johnson saying, that is an awesome story. And we want to say thank you, Chicago, Terrence Coleman, and Andre, and everybody else is sharing. Thank you. So it's amazing. Of course, if something helps your daughter, you want to do some more research about it.
Yes, exactly.
And did y'all hear how passionate she was? I think she's a little bit more passionate about this than she is about the fruit, the food.
Well, I am.
Because you didn't even take a breath.
Because I'm very passionate about what I do. And when I find something, and I do as much research as I have done, knowing that I'm actually able to help individuals, then you do hear the passion. Because, Tasha, like I've told you, and I told Paula too, everybody's not going to be plant-based or be a vegan like I am. But I know that there's other solutions that are out there that are natural for people to use that would actually help. So when I talk about these oils, I'm here to tell you all there's an oil for almost anything that is out there. Believe me.
Okay, so you were secretive about the name, and it's okay to say the name because this is about you. Okay. And I don't worry about that. We got all kind of names on here. This is our second week talking, and look, you mentioned, I learned last week, you just call it the feminine flow.
Oh, say the feminine flow.
Yes, last week's show was all about a feminine flow. So, yes, there you go. That's what it is. So, So go ahead and talk about the company and why you chose them over other companies.
Well, this particular company is actually called doTERRA. And doTERRA stands for Gift of the Earth. And again, I chose this company because of their methodology, meaning what they were doing with the oils. And so doTERRA, the oil industry is totally unregulated, and what that means is that if you go out and you purchase an oil and that oil has organic on the bottle, that doesn't mean that entire bottle is 100% filled with lavender oil. I'll use that. Because it's unregulated, companies can put 1%, 2% of the actual oil, and then they can fill it with additives, and they can put other fillers in that particular oil. So that's what I mean when I say the oil industry is totally unregulated. Whereas doTERRA, what they do is they have a process called Certified Pure Therapeutic Grade. And what that is once the artisans or the farmers call doTERRA and tell them that a particular crop or oil is ready, doTERRA goes in, and what they do is they do a lot of rigorous testing because they want to make sure that these oils are pure and that these oils are potent. That means every drop of oil that comes out of that bottle is 100% exactly what they say that it is. And so when they do the in-house testing, then they have another like a third-party house or testing that comes in, and that's what makes it certified pure therapeutic grade. So they work.
So Joanne Ward says hello, Paula.
Hi, Reverend Ward.
He said, Reverend Ward. Amen.
Hey, Reverend Ward. Thank you for being here. Okay. So, how do I use essential oils?
Okay, that's a good question and very important. Remember I said when I would see these oils in the store, I thought you just grab them and burn them and make your house smell good and all that. Totally inaccurate. So there are actually 3 ways that you can use these particular oils. So let me just say this. I'm only talking about doTERRA oil. I'm not talking about any other oils out there. And another thing is I'm not in the business to bash any oil companies or anything like that. So don't take me there because I'm not going to go. So I'm talking about doTERRA, and with these particular oils, there are
authoritative and that. Do not take me there because I am not going to go. Okay.
I don't want to go. So there are 3 ways that we can use an essential oil. One of the ways is aromatically. When basically what that is what we're doing right now. We're diffusing with an oil.
So which one is in there because it smells divine?
That is a blend called Citrus Bliss. So it has all citrus types of oils. Orange, grapefruit, lemon, different types, tangerine, all of those are in there.
Okay.
Or another way that you can aromatically, you could take an oil and put it in your hand, and then you can just kind of breathe it in. And that's one way. The next way is topically. If you have an area of concern, like let's say if your back is hurting, you know that you can put that oil on your back. So that's what we mean when I said topically. You can apply it to your body. But I tell people, when in doubt and you don't know exactly where to put an oil, you want to always put that oil under the bottom of your feet. Uh-oh.
We got somebody else in here that know what she's talking about. She said the bottom of your feet. All right now, you got $500 prize. Go ahead now. The price is right. Come on, girl, spin the wheel. All right now. How you know that? Hold on, we're going to talk this. How you know? Why do you put it under your feet?
Because it goes up to all your organs. Everything goes up from your feet, and it goes up to all your organs. Yeah. And then the oil goes to what organ it needs.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm about to put some stuff on my feet.
Yeah, so what Paula is saying, and you're good. That was good. So what I tell people is, I mentioned, why are these oils working? But before I get into that, let me tell you the third way that you can use the oil, and that is internally. Like you took some lemon and you put it in the water, the lemon oil, and you drank it. You can take an oil internally. The only thing, when you take an oil internally, these particular oils, there are 2 words on the bottle that you have to make sure that are on that bottle.
That too.
And Tasha, and what that is, it has to say supplement facts.
It's coming, Reverend Ward. I'm spelling it for you now. They're asking for the spelling of doTERRA. Oh, so everybody else might need it. So they want the spelling of doTERRA.
So you spell it D-O-T as in Terry, E-R-R-A. So that's doTERRA. D-O-T-E-R-R-A. And so what I was showing you was how you know that you can put an oil in your mouth. It has supplement facts. If you see those 2 words, you're good to go.
Oh, okay.
So how are these oils working, right? How do we know? How does these oils know? So Paula kind of hit on it when she said, you put it on the bottom of your feet because your organs are associated. So if you don't remember anything, let me explain it this way. When it comes to the human body and when it comes to plants, we have a similar building block. So when we take in a plant, the plant knows, or the oil knows exactly where to go. The best way for me to explain it is when you go to the store and let's say you buy a Tylenol, how does that Tylenol know that you have a headache? How does it know? because here's the thing. When pharmaceutical companies study these plants, and they do study these plants for the medicinal properties, they pull those medicinal properties out of the plant, and then they mass produce these plants. And how they're mass producing is they're having to add the additives and fillers and synthetic particles to this. And so what happens is when you take in that Tylenol, the part that the body recognizes for your headache, it goes to work. And then afterwards, there's something left over, and so the body is like, what are these foreign objects? What is these foreign particles? What's going on? Those are what we call side effects, and that's why companies have to put on those bottles the side effects, because the body really doesn't recognize it, and it really wants it to get rid of it. So when it comes to these essential oils are natural. There are no side effects, and so that's what's happening today. A lot of people are saying, I'm tired of this. I want something natural, something I don't have to worry about. And so we're going back to the way that it was. These oils are absolutely not new at all. They've been around for years. When Christ was born, what did they take the child? Frankincense and myrrh. Mm-hmm. Yes. When the grave robbers, the Egyptian grave robbers would rob the grave, when those people died, they buried them with what? Gold and silver and oils. They did not touch the gold and silver. They went in there to steal the oils. That lets you know how potent these oils were. And for those of us that believe in God and we read our Bibles and stuff, you will find that oils are even mentioned in the Bible as well. So these oils have been around for quite some time. We just got away from it. And now we want to go back to these natural solutions that work.
All right now.
I'm taking a breath.
She's taking a breath, and she said, "How does the Tylenol know you had a headache?" She had me stumped right there. I was like, "Is it supposed to know?" Okay, so that's what you sound like. I'm sitting here trying to really figure it out. You got me over here thinking I'm on a short bus.
Well, it's the best way to explain to help others to understand.
Well, you had me. It was going over my head because I was trying to figure it out to break it down. Mm-hmm. Okay, so there's a lot of different flavors,
oils,
or type of the oil that's up here.
Yes.
Based on the type of oil and things that they all have different benefits, I guess.
They do.
Or functions.
So I'll mention one of my favorite. Is right here. It's called frankincense, and frankincense is known as you can smell it if you want.
Okay, and you talked about putting it in your hand and all this stuff.
You can do that. You can just smell the top of it.
Okay.
So frankincense is known to help with your cellular function. I use frankincense on my skin. I use it on my skin every day because it helps with skin imperfections. So I really like it. So it promotes a feeling of relaxation as well.
If any of you guys have questions, dial in on 301-429-9247. We like this to be interactive. Again, 301-429-9247. And just remember, she ain't going there to talk about the other oil companies, okay? So just come on in here because we will hang up the phone. All right, okay.
So,
frankincense.
Yeah, that's my favorite. That's my favorite. There's an oil because I travel a lot and I'm around people a lot. And sometimes, especially this time of year, we have a lot of, germs are in the air. You want to make sure that you protect yourself. So when I'm on an airplane, I'm traveling, what are we doing on the airplane? We're breathing in everybody's air.
Cooties.
And then somebody cough, nobody wants to say it, but we kind of, we kind of screech out.
I say
so,
it.
So,
don't cough one too many times. So I say it. Can you cover your mouth?
Yes, but still, you don't want anyone coughing because you don't want that germ. So there's an oil, and this oil is actually called Ungard, and Ungard is a protective blend. And I also tell parents that if you have school-age children, you want to protect your child too, and all you have to do is put a drop of this oil on the bottom of their feet. Another reason why I really like this oil, like I said, when I'm traveling on a plane, when you're on an airplane and that little tray that folds out, did you all know that they don't really clean that tray?
I'm not sure.
And you have people coughing and people putting their face down on that. I always clean that tray. So when someone is coughing around me and I'm on the plane, I'm not worried about it because I'm already protected because I have already used the oil.
Okay, Mr. Terrence said that when I had a stroke, my mom said God told her to anoint my feet. He totally believes in the oils, and he also said that was one of the gifts that was brought to baby Jesus when they got there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
yeah. So the mother knew something, right?
Mom did some things then. All right now.
Yes.
Okay, so what is in the? You said it's a blend. Do you know what blend of oils?
Oh,
in
it
the
will tell,
Ungar?
and it'll tell you right here the different types of blend. If you were to look right here, so we got wild orange, we got clove, cinnamon leaf, eucalyptus, rosemary. So it's all a blend.
Oh, okay. All right. So I need some Ungar.
You should, you
Okay.
especially. Another oil, if I say Melaleuca, most people are like, okay, what is that? And is that a company? No, actually it's the name, but it's tea tree. If I say tea tree oil. And I highly, highly recommend for those of us that are getting pedicures or not, but when you're going and you're getting your pedicures, I always recommend that you take an oil and you put the oil in the water to protect you against any fungus. I don't care how clean that basin look or whatever you put in your feet in. I don't care if they have plastic around that little tub. I don't care. You want to protect yourself because you really don't know. You can't really see germs. And everybody's feet has been put in those things, so you want to protect yourself. And even if you don't go get pedicures, I tell individuals that the tea tree oil is also, you can use it after getting out of the shower. You can, put it on your toenails, put it on your fingernails. It actually is a cleanser. It helps.
So we're gonna give her some more time to breathe. With you, what is it that you have going on with these oils? Why do you know so much about them?
Well, when I met Dr. Bradley, I met her through the vegan challenge. She came over to Girlfit Studio where I work out at, and I said, I don't want to do no vegan. I buy your book, just sign the book, and I went on my way. So when I saw she did the juice challenge using the oils, I was interested. So I joined the juice challenge, and I've been hooked ever since. And I'm a person that suffers from high blood pressure, a lot of stress, and they started to work for me when I was juicing and stuff like that. I could feel the my pressure started to go down. I was taking pressure pills 2 times a day. I'm only on once a day now.
Okay.
I couldn't sleep. That had something to do with menopause and all that. I started using Claricalm, and I like the lavenders. Lavenders are one of my favorite ones like that, and so they helped me sleep. I also had digestion, heart acid reflux, and all that. So I drank lemon. I put the drops of lemon every morning. I don't put a whole lot, but I put a couple of drops. And Dr. Bradley always said, use it or put it on your nightstand. And as soon as you hit the floor, drink it. And it works. And I really feel good. And I be sharing with my friends and, about the oils because they do work. And I also have grandchildren. They twins, and they be hopping around. And I had the same diffuser in their room when they stay with me. And they calm down. They be sitting there watching TV.
Girl, you saying this oil make children behave?
Yes.
It really do?
Yes. They calm down. After about 15, 20 minutes, they just sitting in their cribs and watching TV.
Okay, so y'all out there with bad children, you need to get you some oil and a diffuser, okay? Or just put it in your hand and slap them, knock them out, and they'll be real good. I'm sorry. So look, somebody said, Wanda McClary said, girl, I see you, Paula. Go ahead, Paula. Okay, she said she see you. So how long have you been doing it?
I've been doing it a year now.
A whole year?
Yeah.
And how often do you juice? Because I know you have a juice challenge coming up.
I do have one coming up.
But how often do you find
I use the oils every day. But, I don't juice like I used to. But, I'll make me smoothies. So it's not every day, but I still do it every day. I'm using oils every day.
Okay, so tell us about this whole juice challenge. Well, Dr. Bradley has educated me on using doTERRA also. That's Miss Kimberly Agnew.
Hi, Kimberly.
Miss Kimberly, do you write in that? I want to see how good your education is. Call in on 301-429-9247. I'm gonna put it in the chat, 301-429-9247, so you can share with us what this education has done, because we know some people get educated and they don't use what they learn, but you sound like you've been using it. So call in for us and share with us. We'll appreciate that. Okay, 301-429-9247.
That's my phone.
Oh,
that's okay. We're not answering.
because that phone is gonna ring.
This phone is gonna ring.
Oh, Okay.
Okay, they like Vonda. Look, Wanda tagging everybody. Betty Kenny and Vonda Yvette. Girl,
That's Wanda. Thank you, Wanda.
they all like, girl, look at Paula. Paula on TV.
She
Go,
famous.
Paula is famous. Okay, so tell me how did you get your training? I mean, I know you read a lot, but what is required to do this if you want to get involved in the oils and helping people and know what you're talking about?
Well, one of the things that I always tell anyone that I meet, regardless of title or no title, I think we all should be responsible as far as doing our own research, and that is not believe everything someone tells us. So I can't stress that enough. When I became involved with the company, there was so much training, and the training is at your leisure. It's up to you. So it's not that you have to, but once you start using the oils, you're going to want to know more and more about the oil. One of the things that I do is when I'm talking to individual, or even when I'm going out and I'm teaching any classes or anything like that, I always tell them about a particular book. You want to get that?
Telephone calls take preference. Look, she know. Hold that thought.
I will.
One of these oils make you keep your thought?
Yes.
All right, there we go. Hanging with your girl Tasha, who's calling, and where are you calling from?
Hi, this is Kim Tobier Agnew. I was just listening to the show with Dr. Bradley. I am calling from Clinton, Maryland.
All right.
Hi, Kim.
You said Flint, Maryland?
Clinton.
Oh, Clinton. I was about to say, I heard about Flint with the water up. I didn't know we had a Flint, Maryland. Girl, you're around the corner from me. Hi.
Hi,
So,
how are you doing?
I'm doing awesome. So tell me about these oils and what do you love about them and what have they done for you?
Okay, so I was introduced to the tarot by Dr. Bradley, I want to say close to 2 years ago.
You more seasoned. She got more seniority than you.
That's okay.
And I think the first thing I'll say about using the oils is that it really helped me with my sleeping pattern because I was having just issues sleeping during the night. And so I started, using the lavender and the diffuser, but I think the biggest change for me was adding the oils to the bottoms of my feet and, in my fingertips at night before I went to sleep, and that actually helped me out, just relax my body a lot.
Okay. All right. Awesome. Now,
Way to go, Kim.
did you have any conditions like Paula shared with us, or dealing with her blood pressure or anything like that it helped or aided with?
Well, I think that I was dealing with premenopause and I didn't know it. And that's where I think I was having issues with sleeping. And so it actually helped me transition through that phase without a lot of, discomfort because, you have the hot flashes and things like that. So I'm definitely I use the On Guard every day. I try to use that every day, especially when I feel like a cold coming on, an itchy throat, things like that. So it's helped me just physically every day. But I know for sure with my sleep pattern, using the oils has been very effective for me because I wasn't sleeping through the night and I found myself getting up all different times. And I actually have 2 diffusers in my bedroom with the lavender that I burn every night.
Well, Kimberly, I so much thank you for sharing that, and that's
Thanks,
good. And I'm glad you in Clinton, Maryland, and not Flint, Maryland, girl. I might run into you one day. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks, Kim.
Sadly.
Hanging with your girl Tasha, who's calling, and where are you calling from?
This is Gerald Hassell. I'm calling from Akakik.
Hello, Akakik in the house. You made Dr. Brenda Bradley jump up on that one when she heard your voice. Tell me, who are you?
I'm someone that uses oils every day, that's for sure.
All right now. What you doing with your oils?
So, a lot of men sleep on the oils, man. So I just want to tell the brothers they really need to get hip to the oils. I use it for sore muscles sometimes because I work out pretty regularly, and at times I have some muscle soreness. So there's a product that I use called Deep Blue, and I just use that for muscle soreness. I also use it for sleep because that lavender sleep. I use it for sleep as well, as the ladies mentioned as well, and also for energy and vitality. You know, I use a blend of different oils for energy and vitality, just for overall cellular health and physical health, and I use it on a daily basis. I highly recommend them.
Okay, and how long? When did you get hooked on it? Because you was like the dudes don't know, so I'm glad that you called in to represent. So when did you get involved with them?
It's been probably about 2 years now. Dr. Bradley told me about the oils, and the more she learned about it, and the more I was able to have conversations with her and ask her questions and do my own research as well. So it's been about 2 years, and I'll never go back because I'm someone that doesn't like taking medication. I never had to, but you know, now there certainly is a more holistic, healthy alternative to treating ourselves. And you know, people from African descent, people from the earth, we've been doing this for thousands of years. You know, all of this pharmaceutical stuff is new. You know, when you talk about synthetic products, but even when we were kids in school, we would learn about George Washington Carver and how the plants talk to him. So black people, we've been in touch with nature for a million years. It's time for us to go back to that.
All right,
All
now.
right, now.
I so
Thank
appreciate you for
Thank
calling
you.
in.
Yeah, you're having a great time. Like, y'all look like you're having a lot of fun, and I'm listening.
We always do. That's what happened when you hang with your girl Tasha.
Well, you're going to have to invite me to come in and rock with one of the fellas or some of the...
Oh, you haven't said but a word, brother. We'll be talking. Look me up. All right?
All right.
Thank you. Okay, so you was going to talk about the book.
Yes. So another way that I encourage individuals when they start using the oils, you want to make sure that you have, you know, a reference for these oils. So this is a book that I tell everyone to get a copy of. It's called Modern Essentials, and this is the 11th edition, and you can actually purchase it on Amazon as well. So what this book, it goes a little deeper. It talks about these oils, why they're working, and then you can look up also any ailments that you might have. I don't care if it's allergies, if you have, you know, gout, diabetes, high blood pressure, cancer, headaches, whatever. You're able to look it up, and it'll tell you which oils that you can be using. I don't care if it's depression. I don't care if it's low libido. Can I say that? I just did, didn't I?
You did,
I did, okay.
What does libido mean, Dr. Bradley? I've never heard that word.
Just like I haven't heard feminine flow.
Okay.
So we're even, right?
Okay, so what's a low libido?
We're just talking about vitality.
What's vitality? See, I didn't ask him. I didn't mess up him on it.
So there is an
You
oil
got
almost...
issues in the bedroom? The oils can spice it up. Like, so go ahead.
Well, thank you. I want her to say, passion. Yes.
Woo! She said passion.
That's Paula.
Don't ask her how she get the oil on her feet now.
So really, there is an oil out there that can support, you know, many ailments that an individual might be dealing with.
Oh wow, yeah, they got plaque on here. They keep your teeth white, and they talking about what you do with it for pregnancy.
Pregnancy. Well, when an individual is pregnant, like my daughter is pregnant, there are some oils that she shouldn't use, and that's why it's important to have the book. But there are some oils that she uses to this day because she's pregnant. So that's what I mean when I say that there is, number one, do your research. There are a reference book also. But I will say this, once you start using these oils, you will continue to want to use the oil, and you'll, whatever that you might be dealing with. I don't care if it's, like Paula mentioned, stress, or if you have a toothache, or low blood pressure, high blood pressure, alopecia, there is an oil. If you want to spice it up, as you put it in the bedroom, there's an oil for that too. So these oils are amazing. They really, really are.
Okay, with that, I'm going to behave, and we are going to go to a commercial break. We're going to go to a commercial break, and we're going to see you on the flip side. And remember, share and invite, share and invite, share and invite. I am a single mother now after a 20-year marriage that was in for 10 years too long. But finding Vida Divina has allowed me to maintain and provide for them and start a whole new life after I got out of that marriage. I would not be able to survive without it. Vida Divina, well, it's so many things. It's not even about the money. It's about the people, how I see it's helping people. Provides a platform that allows the average person, because I'm an average person, to actually succeed if you put in the hard work for it. You got to work for it. It's not about microwave success. Most of us have no experience. I'm not like most of the other leaders in the company. I don't have any experience, but this company has allowed me to produce an extra income based on the work that I put in. To me, that means my daughter is about to go on to college. The ability to not have her having the student loans hanging over her head to help my son pay off the student loans that he has. The fact that I have 28 years with my current company. I get to retire in 2 years. And unlike some of my coworkers, I'm not going to be forced to stay there. I see that Vida Divina is going to allow me to have the opportunity to walk out that door and not be stuck there like so many other people I see in my company. I have people on the team that I think of my lady Cheryl Brown, who never even did a fundraiser for her daughter, but she has allowed, this business has helped her come out of her shell as a person and be successful. So it's just about the way it helps people and the way it's allowed me to provide for my family. Vida Divina, it absolutely changed my life. Like I said, I was in a marriage for 20 years. I could not walk away, even though I knew it wasn't right for me, because I was scared that I could not succeed on my own. I wouldn't be able to provide for my children. One of my first achievement in this company that meant a lot to me was the fact that my son was in college, and from one check, I was able to, and look, I'm proud, I was able to buy my son a used car. And I tell everybody all the time, I bought him a hoopty. And I'm proud that I bought him a hoopty, because for 3 years of his college, his father and I together couldn't do it. But Vida Divina allowed me to change a lot of no's to yeses. It's the place to be. The products we have, changing people's lives, the leadership that's provided. I just can't, all I can do is say is something great. I know that I'm going to be here. Many people try to deter you, but I feel it. I know that there's something great that's going to come out of this company. And being authentic, look, it's on my earrings, bam, being authentically me. I be authentic. I don't worry about competing with anyone else. I only look at myself. And I take accountability for what I put in. I pace myself at the pace that I need to be. So that's what it is. Consistency. It doesn't allow anyone to deter me. I don't care what's going on with everyone else. I know that this is, like I said, it's going to lead to something great for me and many others. Hey guys, we are back on the flip side with Hanging with Your Girl Tasha. And I'm going to tell you, these oils got these ladies in here doing everything. You should have seen them during this break. I'm not even going to say, Miss Paula over there talking about she need permission to talk. She didn't need no permission to talk when we talked about putting that oils on the feet, right? But she in here about to tell us something this morning because she had a tummy ache this morning. So go ahead, girl. Tell about your tummy ache.
Yeah, well, I just came off the 21-day vegan challenge, and I ate something this morning.
Did y'all see how she puckered her lips on that? Well, did y'all see it? She had the lip pucker. Okay, go ahead, girl.
And so my stomach was hurting, and I was feeling really nauseous. So I took the instead of going to take a Tylenol or anything, I went to get my Digest in, and I just rubbed it above my navel, and then I just laid down for about 10 minutes, and I promise you, the nauseation was gone, and my stomach didn't hurt anymore.
Okay,
just
so
like that.
You didn't take it. You didn't put it in your mouth. You just rubbed it on you, and it helped you.
Yep.
Okay, now did y'all hear her? She said after the 21-day vegan challenge, she had a stomach ache.
Because I ate something I wasn't supposed to right after I came off the challenge.
See, she's trying to start something.
Look, did you see Mama come out and she just like, why?
I didn't have no stomach aches the whole 21 days, but when I come on,
What you eat, girl? A
I had
Snickers?
some turkey bacon.
Some turkey bacon. Lord have mercy. Okay, see, that's why you can't play around with that
And you gonna
stuff.
say that while I'm
I'm
sitting
sorry.
Girl, just pull out some of your on guard. She had her
I'm
turkey.
gonna anoint you.
There you go. Okay, so look. Okay, so you talked about the research. You was going to talk about. You was going to say something about the.
No, I was showing you
Okay.
the Digest Zen. So what Paula did was, this is an oil that, like sometimes, you know, when we eat something, we wish we hadn't eaten it, and we have a stomach ache, or this particular oil also helps with bloating, and if you have gas and indigestion like that, all you have to do is put a couple of drops on your stomach, and then it helps to help you with whatever you're dealing with. So that was Digest Zen.
All right, this little thing is up here, beeping, and I guess it's beeping in the. It's okay. I don't know how to turn it off. I'm just gonna put it back here. So that's all right. Okay, so back to the juice challenge is coming up.
Yes.
What is the whole benefit of doing that? If people get in your juice challenge, Lord have mercy, guys, can y'all come get this thing? It's gonna drive me crazy. If you're doing a 14-day juice challenge, what is the benefit and what does that entail?
So starting next month, and I do these challenges throughout the year, and so basically what it is a 14-day essential oil juice challenge. The main purpose of the juice challenge is to introduce individuals to the use of essential oils. And so we're going to be juicing and adding a drop or two of these essential oil in the juice. Now these oils that I've selected are turmeric, I'm sure you've heard of turmeric, ginger, wild orange, lemon, and I think that's it. Yes. And so I give everybody the juice, the recipes, and another thing
Why those though?
you're able to eat. These are the ones that I've selected because I know that they will help, you know, with your immune system. It will help to help you with any inflammation or anything like that. So they're very effective and help. Anytime that you're dealing with like citrus oil or just citrus period, like the lemon, that's used to help with your metabolism and to improve your indigestion as well. So that's why I selected those. Ginger is an oil that helps to soothe the stomach. Have your mother ever told you when you was little, you say, I had a upset stomach or something, she would say, oh, go get a ginger ale or something like that. They knew that ginger helps to soothe the stomach. So that's why I chose those particular ones. Also, during this challenge, you're able to eat as well.
Okay.
So basically, again, the number one reason is to show you that you can incorporate these oils into your daily, intake or food or your regimen or whatever, and you overall will feel better.
Okay.
Yes.
Reverend Ward just said she ordered the book.
All right now, Reverend Ward.
Okay.
Amen.
And tell.
Thank you.
Okay, so you told them about the ordering book, but we had someone else who said, let's see.
Theo, call her Theo.
Theo Smith, honey, if I messed up your name, your girl Tasha is so sorry. But Theo said, hey, Paula, I need to talk to you about these oils.
We can talk, Theo.
Okay, now tell me, you're a product of the product, but are you also a representative?
Yes, I'm a loyalty rewards program, so I order oils every month. I have my own website, so I get, I just put them in there on the 18th. All my oils come, and we just had a week of BOGO, buy one get one free. And
Oh, that's that Black Friday stuff going on over at doTERRA. Go ahead now. Now, why didn't you tell me about the BOGO?
Because I'm here today, and I'm going to talk to you about, becoming a member and how she can start using these oils and introducing other people
All
to these
she do
oils.
is bring me a whole cake and make me eat it. That's all she did.
I also brought her a gift today of some oil,
Oh,
some ginger
God,
and all
okay, as long
that.
as it's not no another cake. Okay, it's not another cake. Okay, so some people are probably wondering, what is the price point on the oils?
Well, this particular, for those that haven't used essential oil or wanted to get started with using oil, there's a kit that I highly recommend. It's called a Healthy Start Kit. And with this Healthy Start Kit, they will receive 10 oils, and they will also get a diffuser like the one that we're using today. And to name some of the oils in that individual will receive off the top of my head, because they just put this is a new kit. It's frankincense, oregano, digestin, breathe, lavender, on guard, melaleuca, digestin as well. So they're going to get, and all these oils have been selected because everyone can use this, whether they have a sleeping problem or need to wake up, need to protect themselves, to help build their immune system. So strengthen, I shouldn't say build, but to strengthen the immune system. So this particular kit that I'm talking about, with the 10 oils and you get the diffuser, the price point is $160.
Okay.
Once an individual buy the entire kit, then that individual will be given their very own website. So they wouldn't have to call me or call Paula or call Tasha. You would have your own website, and you will not pay for this website. That's what's so wonderful. So there's no hidden costs or anything like that. And if you don't want to buy another oil, you don't have to. So don't worry about that. So if you do decide to buy an oil, you're free to order it whenever you want to, and you wouldn't have to come to me to order the oil.
So
and you will always get the oil at wholesale price. You will never pay retail for these oils.
Okay, so you know that some people don't care that you're saying that 160 is wholesale price. They're like, that's how much it costs. So,
well, you know what? When people challenge me on the cost, and by me being a health coach, I'm not saying this to hurt any feelings or anything like that.
Or just say it.
But have anybody priced the cost of cancer, diabetes, high blood pressure? Have you really priced that? These are healthy solutions that you and your family can use on a daily basis to help keep the cost down. So 160, it really might be a lot for some people, but when you really think about the added benefits of it, then 160 is really not a lot of money.
But they done checked that Black Friday, Macy's, the boots are on sale, and you at Walmart about to get your big screen TV and all this stuff. You won't have no problem once a year when you get that 160. But when it comes to saving your life or aiding your life, making something better, you gotta really think about the value. Where are your priorities? She said it nice to you. Where are your priorities? Okay.
And
how about your
don't...
funeral gonna cost your family? How about that? Did I say that?
No.
That's your girl Tasha. Bam, being authentic. Look at me. Okay, so
Paula said something.
I was going to say that they don't have to. It's $150 one time. If you don't want to buy anything for that 1 month, you can buy something $11, $20. We spend that every day just going to wasting money. And you can just get an lavender oil for 1 month, $20, help you sleep.
Yeah, and in this book, it had one oil that's supposed to stop divorce too. Y'all got to get this book, Modern Essentials.
Yes, 11th edition. It's a good book.
And you have pocket ones too.
Yeah. No, look, she got the pocket ones on here. Okay,
yes.
So what is this little card that you?
This is a reference card that I was bringing you to show you. Basically, I give these cards out when I'm teaching classes, and it shows you the condition. Whatever you look up the condition, then it tells you the oils that you can use, and then how to apply the application, how to apply. So, for example, if someone is dealing with acne, they can use any one of those oils, whether it's melaleuca, whether it's copaiba, juniper berry, manuka, which is a honey, or another blend called Stronger and HD Clear. It's not saying that you have to use all of it, just showing you the oils that will help with whatever situation that you're going through.
And guys, they have depression on here. They have fungal infections, fever, energy, earaches, muscle cramps, pneumonia, sore throat, stress, toothaches, and everything on here. Warts and all that stuff that's on here.
Yes.
Okay.
Including inflammation.
Including inflammation. And you
Yes.
know, inflammation causes a lot of things to act up. It causes a lot of different diseases.
Yes.
We need to get that inflammation out.
So I want to tell you about another oil that happens to be my mother's favorite oil. No, not that one, Paula. The first one, Paula, she knows which one. And Gerald mentioned it too when he said he works out a lot. And this is an oil, and this is one of the oils that you do not put in your mouth. And this one is called Deep Blue. And Deep Blue is used for muscle aches. And joint pains and like this. So if you have a backache, your knees are hurting, if you're dealing with carpal tunnel or anything like that, this is an oil that is very effective. And you holding up the bottle.
You must got a lot of eggs because Deep Blue almost gone, Dr. Bradley.
Well, what I do is when I go out, if anybody wants, me to come and host a get-together party, I take all these oils and I let everybody sample these oils.
Oh, talk to them about the party thing.
Okay, so for those of you that are interested, that want to know more about these oils, whether it is to host an event at your home, I actually come out, I bring all my oils and then some, and then I'm there to talk about these oils and to introduce those that are there about these oils and to talk to you about how you can start using these oils and how to get these oils into your home to start using them as soon as possible.
We just had a party at my house on November the 15th, and it was great.
It was absolutely great.
How many people you had?
Oh, 10.
10.
About 10. All right.
I can still see those women.
And they have the phone number up on the screen if someone needs to contact you guys. That's Dr. Brenda Bradley's phone number, but also you have a website.
I do. If you go to drbtbradley.com, that's drbtbradley.com. And you can also call me, as Tasha mentioned, that's 888-567-2822. I would love to hear from you.
Now, is that on that website? Is that the same place where they can purchase your oils as well?
Yeah, they can actually, when they go to the website, look up in the far right, it'll say Essential Oils, and just click on the tab. And it'll take you directly to my site to talking about the oils.
Okay, I don't think I've seen that part, but what I did see on her website, guys, what I did see on her website, you see December 10th is my birthday. I haven't decided what I'm going to do on the show yet, and you all know that Christmas is next week. I did see a $50 gift card on her site. So if you want to send your girl Tasha a $50 gift card, go on up. What's the website again?
drbtbradley.com. drbtbradley.com.
So if you don't give me a gift card, give this gift card to someone else, and they can
Yes.
get a lot of wonderful things, including the books.
Yes.
So is this, you want to talk about the 14-Day Essential Juice Challenge book?
So the 14 days, so if someone decided they want to join the 14-day juice challenge, there are 5 oils that we are using. However, you can purchase 3 oils and still be able to join the challenge. If you decide to purchase all 5 of the oils, the cost of the oils is $138, and I will definitely give you this book for free. And it has all the recipes. It has the juice recipes, and to include food, which is soup and salad. If for those that say that they can't juice without eating. So we're going to kick this off on the 1st of December. So if anyone is interested and want to join, by all means, reach out and let's get these oils ordered so that you can start, and that I will give you all the information that you need.
So are you going to do the challenge again with the juice?
Yeah.
She's my
You are?
spokesperson.
Yeah.
And you finally got through the vegan challenge this time.
No, that's my second vegan challenge.
Oh, so you passed it twice.
Yes.
The first time you're like, I'm gonna buy your book, but I'm not trying to do a vegan nothing. But then
Yeah.
you made it through the challenge.
After I did the juice, when I got brave and I said, I'm going to do the vegan.
You gotta be very brave.
And then I just love it. It just makes it open me up to a different way of life. Instead of going to get a slice of pizza for lunch, maybe I get an artichoke or something like that. It's just different for me now. I'm conscious about what I'm putting into my body.
Okay, all right.
Yes.
Artichoke.
She has a great recipe. Grilled artichokes, they are so delicious.
I don't know if I've had an artichoke before or not.
You haven't?
I didn't either.
What
I
does
didn't
an
either.
artichoke look like?
You know what? She can't remember, and I actually have an oil for that. Focus, to keep your focus and memory and things like that. So
What
we
does
can
an
talk about-
artichoke look like?
It looks like a
vegetable with a little stem.
stem, and like you can peel it off.
Yeah, like a little flower or something.
Yeah. You ever,
I don't think I've
you
ever
ever
had
heard of hearts
that.
of palm?
No. Okay, I haven't had that one.
Wow.
Oh, Julian Adelman says, I must admit that the geranium oil for the inflammation in my arthritic knee, but the fragrances is just too strong for me. But otherwise, Julia, it works. You know Julia Adelman?
No.
Okay, Julia, you're familiar with the Terra, and you use it too? Feel free to put the comment in there. Sharing the bike, guys. We got different people coming in on here. Okay, so what else do you want to share with us about? We already talked about how you can purchase it.
Uh-huh.
You talked about your mom's go-to oil and your go-to oil.
Mm-hmm.
And what else do you have to give us about these wonderful things?
Again, these are
How
not.
good is it with rubbing people down?
So I do that as well.
Why you stutter?
I said, Dr. Bradley does
Why
everything.
you stutter? Ooh, she got a bad mind. She cleaning her mind.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not.
She got a bad mind like your girl Tasha. Go ahead. Ooh.
No, I'm not. You mentioned rubbing down. So when you said that, you just made me think about something. And what that something is that I do what we call an aroma touch technique. And what that is I apply essential oils. I do a clinical application to the back and the feet. So if anyone is interested and want to get what some people call massage, then by all means you can call me at 888-567-2822 and schedule your appointment. It's amazing. Paula had one.
Yes.
Oh, so you actually do the massage?
Well, yes.
Okay, did you go to school for massage?
Well, no, we're not really. It's called a clinical application and aroma touch technique, and so I'm trained by the company to do that. So I'm not in there doing what do you call it? Deep
tissue massage.
I'm not doing any of that. I'm not doing that. I'm not breaking backs. I'm not doing that. I'm doing a clinical application of essential oils to the back.
But you feel good afterwards. And
Hi, Levon. Julia, okay, her husband used the Terra rubs. Okay, Julia, good information. Paula Jerome said, hey, sis.
Hi.
Paula, good job. Thank you so much for caring about my health.
Hi, Paula.
Okay. Joanne Ward says, I have asthma and some fragrances are just too strong. Are most of these oils mild smelling or how can they impact asthma?
Well, when it comes to, if the oil is like too strong, and I'm assuming she's talking about doTERRA. Again, I can't speak on any other oil. I won't speak about any other oil. So I'm just going to assume
Has Reverend Joanne used the doTERRA, do you know?
No, I guess she's asking about it.
She's asking.
Because
okay.
she has asthma and it's too strong.
She just knows that some fragrances are too strong for asthma. So I guess she's asking how these work with that type of situation.
Then we just have to go over there and see her, right? So basically, if the oil is too strong, like if a person say if it's too hot or if it's too cold, then what I would tell them is to add a carrier oil with it, whether it's fractionated coconut oil or something like that, and that would help. Again, I don't know about the oils that she's speaking about, but when it comes to these particular oils, I would highly suggest that she give them a try.
Okay, now do you guys also sell the diffusers?
That comes with the kit that I mentioned. So the diffuser is going to come with that. And what I recommend with the diffuser, especially for those of us that really needs to relax after a long day, I always tell people like 10 minutes before they retire for the night, take the diffuser in the room, put some drops of lavender oil in there, and you'll be amazed at how good the rooms smell. And then that kind of, help to promote relaxation and help you to sleep better as well.
Okay, all right, that sounds
And
good.
you can use these oils as often as you like. As I mentioned, you cannot OD on these oils. And I get that question, can I use it throughout the day? Yes, you can use them throughout the day.
All right, guys. So, okay, just people saying hello. Okay,
So there are I have every oil, almost every oil. There's so
how
many
many
oils.
oils is it?
Oh, it's over. I don't even know off the top of my head. I have a whole, because they keep adding more and more oils. I'm talking, the company is just amazing. They just released a rose. Ooh, that rose oil. They also released a blend called Adaptive, and now we're getting into like the mental health arena, and I can't really talk too much on that right now. But that's why I'm saying there's an oil for almost anything that we're dealing with today to help us to deal with whatever issue that we may have.
So, if someone decided not only that they want to be a client, but they think that this might be an opportunity that they're open for, how would they get that information from you?
I would definitely pass that information to them. On if they want to do what it is that I'm doing, then of course I will take them by the hand and I will guide them every step of the way. It is a golden and a wonderful opportunity to learn about these oils and to know that you are actually helping and that you're not harming. So it's absolutely a great company to be with. And for those, even if they want to talk about the compensation, we could talk about that. But my number one goal is to make sure that everybody's educated on these oils and that they would know, because you want to make sure that you're doing the best for individuals that are coming to you. So that's my platform.
All right now, so there you guys, you heard it. Dr. Brenda Bradley, PhD, has said it, and it is so because she said so. And also, Miss Paula said things, and they are so too, okay?
Okay.
So it was awesome having you back in. I'm amazed with how the studio is smelling so good. I'm going to have to get me a diffuser and do that as well too. And we'll talk a little bit more after the show. For that, guys, those of you who are new, make sure that you like WBGR Entertainment. Some of you guys are on watch parties on Dr. Brenda's page and also on Paula's page, but you can go over to WBGR Entertainment and click like, and we have so many different shows that come on. Your girl Tasha is on every Monday at 5:30 p.m. You get a smorgasbord worth of information when you get here. Matter of fact, next week, we're going into the guy known as Flip That Stock, okay? So we had somebody else on before that talked a little bit about foreign exchanges, but this young man is very renowned, and it's an honor to have him here. So you have to tune in next week for Flip That Stock. As a matter of fact, I think the rest of the year, I'm just going to probably focus on things that help us go into the next year better. You guys know that next year is 2020, and as you know, when you go to the doctor, you're trying to have 2020. I got trifocals. Don't make a difference. I might not have 2020 here, but when it comes to 2020 vision in the year 2020, your girl Tasha has it, and I want to make sure that each one of you have it too. So, with that being said, I thank you, ladies.
Thank you for having me.
Do me a favor, put yourself on that arm, girl. Are you still there?
I'm still here.
Still there. All right. She was nervous. She was nervous.
Nervous.
All right, guys.
I was too.
Do you have one more thing you want to say?
Yes. Always allow food to be your medicine and never your poison. Call me.
Call her. Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.
Twist. It's a sexy lady who walks around without being shady, who knows her values, who's gone through trials. Her smiles are captured from mouth to mouth. It's not the size of her thighs she worries about, but the pride she thrives to keep that drive. That cinnamon twist. That cinnamon twist. That cinnamon twist. Ladies, can you feel me?